Good evening, and horrific start to the Easter break with 10 killed on the state's road.
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack.
A few showers still around some parts of the region.
I'm here at a car park on Sydney's northern beaches to find a guy who, a couple of years ago, at this time of night, would have been getting ready to go on live TV. But tonight, he's getting ready to sleep in his car. He's homeless. And he's not alone. There's about a dozen men and women that call this place home every single night of the week.
Oh, work on television, did you? Did you know so-and-so? What shows did you work on, you know? What station? And a lot are embarrassed. And a lot try and find out what I'm doing in very sort of sneaky ways. Oh, and by the way, John, where do you live these days? And then I go, I know where you're coming from. I live everywhere, right?
Hello, John. How you going?
Andy, how are you?
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Nice spot you got here. How long have you been living in the van for?
Oh, probably just over 2 years now. This is a Kia, an old model Kia. That's where I sleep. That's my bed. I took all the seats out, threw them away. It's just so sensible, in my mind, to be like this.
Do the other people in the car park know about your former life?
I don't talk about it that much.
Prime News Update, brought to you by National Mutual.
Good evening, and horrific start to the Easter break with 10 killed on the state's road. A pilot program designed to prevent bullying and serious attack in our schools is soon to be adopted into the New South Wales education.
John Lloyd Green was a fixture on Australian TV news from the 1970s to the 2000s. A successful career which stemmed from privilege, a private school sports hero who reported the nightly news with warmth and authority.
Police the playgrounds and mediate in conflicts.
Really, it was against my nature in many ways. And for years I was saying, when can I get out of here? When can I go and do something real? You know, this is just television. It's not reflecting reality, it's making it up. And a lot of it was just unnecessarily evil. The pressure did get to me.
Life on the streets is tough.
Before John's career waned, it has to be the ultimate irony that some of his TV reports were on the people who he now lives amongst.
Another place to sleep for the homeless youngsters is the clothing bin.
And I suppose I was drawn to people who were doing it tough. And then I started to sort of envy their simple lifestyle, little by little over the years. So as I emotionally moved away from television, I was probably emotionally moving towards this very simple existence that I'd been doing stories on. And you hear everybody coming.
Besides his car, John has one other place where he keeps his few possessions.
So this is pretty much the top of the stairs.
Did you ever think that you could fit all of your worldly possessions in one half of an old Kia station wagon and one half of a storage shed?
No, but it's surprising what you can do. I think having pared down all my possessions, I think the one thing that really has kept me going and kept me company has been the guitar. And I think in many ways it's been a saviour. Ever seen a drifter walking in the rain? Everybody else warm and dry. Drifter shakes off the rain and the cold.
Why are you living the way you are? Why are you homeless?
Because I'm trying to help the housing crisis. Well, that's one thing. No one else would try. Because a lot of people who do live like me do have mental issues. Thank God I don't think mine are too serious. He's a hell of a friend.
John might be homeless, but he's not unemployed. Every day he swaps his van for a school van and drives children to and from a special needs school.
Joe's the storyteller.
And recently he's been posting his poetry around Sydney. One poem was discovered by the local newspaper, and before he knew it, John was on TV again.
John is now writing poems and songs inspired by his nomadic lifestyle.
I met John down here. John's a real good guy. Yes, I am homeless because I don't have a home. But if someone said to me, come and live with me, I would say no because I'm happy living in my van.
So how often would he be using this car park to sleep?
Oh, probably a fair few nights a week,
Yeah.
you know, when he can, I suppose. Always comes back to his family.
And I think there's a little bit of wanderlust and a little bit of envy, I think, a little bit, in everybody to want to be able to go, whew, I'm throwing the chains off. I want to go, I want to hear the ocean, I want to feel the wind, I want to feel the rain on me and just take it in. God, that's living. That is living.
And that's all we have time for, but don't miss next week. I'll be talking to physicist Brian Cox. We'll see you again next time on The Link.
Next on ABC and iView, Sandy Toksvig and her guests bear all with the theme Naked Truth on a risque QI. Then Broadchurch, and later all new Luther begins.
Australia is the best place on the planet to look up to the heavens. The southern sky points directly into the vast heart of the Milky Way, home to 200 billion stars. From April 4 to April 6, I'll be in Australia, and together we can look up at the stars and marvel at the wonders of the universe.
Join Professor Brian Cox and Julia Zamiro for Stargazing Live. Starts April 4th at 8:30 on ABC and iView.
This is going to be the first time my dad knows about any of this.